Hey, so I wanted to try to communicate with everybody a little bit differently through video as opposed to trying to type all this stuff out um, and touch base. So the pool's gonna is closed till March 31st as we knew, but we don't know what's gonna happen after. I don't know what the orders are gonna be or what they're gonna tell them they can and cannot do. But we're gonna go right into our season. We were supposed to take a 2 week break anyways, so we just went ahead and took that as opposed to taking mid-April like we normally do, and kind of run with what the situation is allowing us to run with and keeping things rolling. I know it's crazy. I know things are different, but we just have to really adapt and overcome. That's essentially the name of the game right now. The whole country, basically the whole world's going through it. So it's like everybody's on equal playing field. So as we wait for what USA Swimming is going to say that we're allowed to do as a team, for the safety of everybody, we're going to go ahead and do things at the safety of our home because we are safe at home, and that's what they're telling us to do is to stay at home. So that's what we're gonna do. I am gonna send out what the week's gonna look like. I'm gonna give you the workouts, all dry land based. Like I said, we're gonna start with our season. Usually at the start of our season, it's a little bit of strength training and endurance thrown in there. And normally we do that in the water, but given the times, we're going to do mostly on dry land, and we can do it on a 5x5 square. So we don't have to go anywhere. If you have the ability to go for a jog because you have a treadmill or there's, a path near you, or your parents are able to take you for like a short roundabout around your neighborhood where it's safe, you can do that too. But if you cannot, there's always ways around it, and it's not hindering anything. So that being said, I'm gonna send out what the week's gonna look like. I'm gonna put in a PDF file and send it. So look for that email, and then follow it as best as possible. I know the Finns. We have an Instagram account. Coach Shanye is awesome in keeping up with it, and then show your accountability on it. I mean, this is a time to be accountable. Um, just to keep in mind, even though this stuff is going on, colleges are still going to be recruiting. They're going to still keep these timelines like in their focus. And once meets start back up and we're racing and we're training, et cetera, in the water, it's like it's not like nothing ever happened. Everything's gonna continue rolling. So we want to keep that fitness rolling as best as possible with what we have. So um, this is a funky time, but it's kind of like a test trial for like what happens when you have an injury. So when you get an injury, like, and some of you have had those injuries, it's like a shoulder, a neck, a back, whatever. Um, you don't do anything for 2 weeks. The doctor tells you, hey, you have this issue going on. So you don't do anything. You let everything recover, and then you do strength training in that area so you can strengthen the muscles. And then after that, you do specificity strength training of like what you're trying to go back into. So for example, again in swimming, you hurt your shoulder, you stop swimming for a couple weeks, then you do strength training for a couple weeks, and then you start doing the strength training that's specific to swimming. So we're going right into the strength training that's specific to swimming, but this is kind of like the outline. This is just a unique situation. So we can still stay fit and we can still stay swim fit, because we over the years a lot of us have amounted such a great amount of muscle memory that when we get back in the water, 3, 4, 5 days is going to feel funky, and then things are just going to roll right back uh, to normal. So we're going to try to limit those that transition period back into the water as best as possible by doing dry land exercises and doing certain work to strengthen our core, to strengthen our muscles back, and conditioning everything back into when we get in the water. That muscle memory is going to be fantastic. Um, so that's the game plan. We're gonna definitely take it almost week by week when it comes to training. But we definitely have to keep this positive outlook and vibe happening because everybody's going through it, and it's part of life. This is just another thing that life threw at us and that we're going to overcome. So shouldn't be too big of a deal in the grand scheme, in the long run of things. So again, keep an eye out on that. I'm gonna send everything through PDF, and then I'm gonna try to follow up with like a video on how to do the movements correctly. So there's no confusion in like what I send you. I'm gonna try to have an illustration or something. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna send that right now or soon. Um, so that's pretty much the game plan. We just have to wait on what they are going to allow us, and remember that we're safe at home, and we're trying to stay as safe as possible so we can get over this and then get back to our normal daily routines. Um, so again, that's pretty much what I wanted to communicate with everybody. I wanted to make this video quick, short, and easy. Follow up with the weekly routine that we're gonna do. Um, for 10 and unders, it's essentially just play with something. Grab a skateboard, if you have a scooter, a trampoline, climb a tree, jump rope, skip rocks, whatever. I mean, have fun, move. Uh, 11 to 14, similar, but also start thinking about the specificity of what we're trying to achieve. Some are focused on swimming as your overall goal. Some are there for fitness, et cetera, et cetera. But um, it's just moving. There's countless studies that you can go on Google Scholar and find of specificity of work towards success of an athlete is very important. And then 15 and above, I mean, this is the time to be diligent. This is the time to stay on top of your goals and what we're trying to achieve when it comes in regards to swimming. Um, Again, any way you want to reach me, call, text, email is fine. Through social medias, I mean, I've been contacted in many different ways. These last 2 weeks were our break. It's the whole get us situated with the situation, but also get us situated and kind of recover from the last 29-week long season that we had, and then bounce right back into what we're supposed to do. So again, I hope everybody's doing well, everybody's healthy. I really miss the pool. I really miss everybody. It's no fun being alone, but we're gonna get over this. We're gonna get through this. This shouldn't be a hindrance of any kind. It'll pass. So again, any questions, feel free to email me, call or text. I will definitely send that out soon on what the structure is for the week. Once I got it finalized, and then we'll go from there. I'm I just can't wait to get back to everything, but we will do what we have. Stay healthy, clean, wash your hands, and also stay fit.